Welcome my fellow citizens. Yesterday I showed the new Tiburon in a fight and it was glorious. We managed to defeat a big new ship from the Vandul Mauler. If you want to see that video, I will link it down here. But today we want to focus Tiburon against Perseus. Honestly, I think there is no comparison here, but a lot of people ask me and they are almost similar prices and people want to decide which ship to get. Also, there is a Hammerhead in here, but Hammerhead is kind of on the side because this ship is made to kill small ships and it doesn't stand a chance against these two ships. But these two ships have also very different roles. This ship is made to hunt the capital ships and this ship is made to hunt this ship and this ship. So you see where I'm going with this. Let's first start with the design, maneuverability, then we're gonna check hull damage, HP, and how any of this ship can defend itself. Let's have fun, citizens. So to see the full picture, we have to go here to the ship performance viewer. Here we will have all the info. First of all, Tiburon is very fragile once you get the shields down. Its health points are 25.74 HP. It's very tough against physical damage, but look at the energy. Energy weapons can easily penetrate his armor. Now this ship is very powerful at the front, and that is why this ship is made to kill the big ships. But the problem is this: maneuverability 13, 13, 20, and with the boost 19, 19, 40. This give it advantage against Idris or maybe Polaris. But against this thing, no chance. 15, 15, 22, 22, 50. So this gives advantage to the Perseus just enough to outmaneuver it. Also, the Perseus can constantly fire once it flies on the side because it has two turrets with size 8 guns, which unleash devastating crew DPS of 21, 24/7. That's really a lot. Compare that to the Tiburon. This ship has a DPS for crew 14,005. So even if it has 4 size 7, Perseus has 4 size 8. Now if for some reason Perseus is not careful enough and it flies in front of this laser, it will be very damaged, but not toasted, because Perseus also has 2 size 3 shields. And it has much more health points. Look at this. This one has 25, 70, 40 and this one has 48, 60, 72. It's not easy for a Tiburon immediately to fry the Perseus. Perseus has enough power and strength to circle around it and then come back into the fight. All the time these Medusa cannon will shred directly through the shield Tiburon armor. Now these guns are devastating and in a fight the Perseus will take advantage without any problems. Also, Tiburon has 32 size 3 missiles, but Perseus has 40 freaking torpedoes size 5. 20 we can use immediately, but we can add 20 more. That is huge advantage. And bear in mind, Tiburon does not have any defense against torpedoes or missiles. Why? Because it doesn't have PDCs, while Perseus has. Tiburon has problem with small ships because it cannot defend itself. The Perseus can. Every one of his huge turrets has also size 3 guns and plus a lot of PDCs which can damage and push away small fighters and then allow it to engage the bigger target. So in one-on-one fight, Perseus wins hands down, I think 8 out of 10 times. Tiburon can only win if the crew is very skilled and the pilot is very good and has some luck on its side. Perseus is one of the most beautiful ships in the game, with a bridge that is absolutely gorgeous, the best viewing position No ship can come even close to that. Tiburon is also on the other side, very nice with the cockpit, but a complete different structure. Everything is underneath and you have blocked upper part, so your visibility is not great as it is on Perseus. So you cannot be aware of the combat as much as you can be in Perseus. While Perseus can see all the targets coming to it, watch out for the enemy fighters as a captain and a pilot call, go for the left side, go for the right side. That is disadvantage of Tiburon. Tiburon can focus fire at the front. That's it. When you compare the combat, my guess is Perseus always. But also how good Tiburon is in a single fight. For example, if we want to compare a best for the single player, Tiburon or Perseus. In this regard, I will give advantage to Tiburon. Why? Because Tiburon is a ship that has huge laser size 10 for the player. This will be very good in missions where you have to come and kill one big ship. But the problem is there's a lot of small ships which will tear you if you do not have a crew. And even if you have a crew, you will have difficulties hitting those ships because you only have size 7-1 guns, which are kind of hard to hit small ships. But in Perseus you don't have anything. You only have 2 size 3, but you can also run to your big turret at the front and use it. And with that, I've destroyed a lot of ships. Then you get a lot of maneuverability because that single turret can cover almost everything at the front and above the ship. On Tiburon, the turrets are also very amazing, very beautiful, but they can only cover one side of the ship. But still, in this regard, I'm giving advantage to Tiburon because it can do more damage for the solo pilot. But be aware, if you are doing this solo, most likely you will be teared apart from the other ships because it doesn't have PDCs, it doesn't have any defenses against missiles and torpedoes, while on Perseus you will be secure. For some reason, I feel so safe when I fly my Perseus. So I use my Perseus almost daily to fly from location A to B when I have to do something, because that ship is just awesome for me. I feel more safe in it than I feel safe in Idris. Even if the Idris has a medical bay, for Idris I always have a fear that I'm gonna hit something or that some kind of player will glitch inside of my ship. But the Perseus is too small for that. It can be very easy maneuverable, a lot of HP, a lot of hull, and yeah, I feel very secure flying Perseus. For the Tiburon, I don't think I will be feeling so secure because, as I said, no good defenses against small ships. Now we have seen everything against combat. Here I would say it's at the end tied, because it depends what you want to use the ship. If you want to use ship as a single pilot, then Tiburon is the way to go. But if you want to use it as a crew ship, then Perseus is the way to go. But there is also that look side, which I'm very fond of in Star Citizen, because most of the time I buy the ship because I like it, not just because the role that it has, and not just is it better than the other ship. Simply I like the ship and I want to have it and I want to fly it all the time. In this regard, we're also gonna compare exterior and interior of both ships, and we're gonna see which one of them is better. Now we're gonna jump inside of the game and compare that. So here we are in the game. We have Perseus, and on the right side we have Tiburon. We're gonna compare them. The design of the ships is completely different. This one that I'm right now sitting, the Perseus, is RSI with a huge engines on the back. It's completely different story. And here, Tiburon, it's also a very nice ship, very cool design, I would say. It looks like a little shark. Sadly, my paints are still not in the game, I don't know why, so I cannot show you the paints. But overall, both of the ships look very beautiful, but each of them has a very special design. If we move here to Tiburon, you can see this huge laser, and it actually gives it really special vibe. Hammerhead is just standard, but this is really special. What I especially like about Perseus is this amazing cockpit, and with this we are going inside of the ship to check it out. In this cockpit you can see everything, as I already said, and interior is much more light up once the lightning is working. Right now it's still bugged. We have a beautiful captain's quarter here. Entrance here on the top for the fast EVA exit when you need it. Gorgeous design. I love to use these stairs to go down. Yeah, ship is very nice. And also we have cargo, same as on the Tiburon. So now I'm gonna move to the Tiburon. I'm not gonna show you everything. I have special videos for these ships. I'm gonna link them both here, so if you want to check in details. But here from the outside also you can see the difference with the turrets. Let me just fly in the space so you can see it better. Alright. I think this is a really cool view. So, this is size 7. They are big but a lot shorter, and size 8 on the Perseus. They are massive turrets. And also we have size 3 on them. So this gives a much better versatility, as I already said. Looks wise, I like both of the ship from the outside, and it's really hard for me to decide which one do I like more, but if I have to choose, I would pick up the Perseus. Simply for me, it's one of the most beautiful ships in the game. The versatility of it, entrance on top of the ship, entrance on the down of the ship, yeah, I have to give it to the Perseus. But that's not saying that the Tiburon is any bad. Just look at these animations. This ship is absolutely gorgeous too. You cannot get wrong with any of these ships with a look. Alright, let's go inside of the Tiburon and see. So to enter this ship we have 2 elevators, one on the left, one on the right side, and down there we have a hangar entrance. So 3 entrance points, which is really nice. Now interior of this ship is classic Aegis style. To me it's not that beautiful and alive as it is on the Perseus. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's better than most of the other ships. Like Idris, this one has a better interior, but Perseus is special. And here we are in the bridge of Tiburon. This bridge looks really nice, but it's not that nice and not that able to see like you can on the Perseus. Let me just sit in a pilot seat so I can show it to you completely. So as you can see, this is a massive difference. My total view is obstructed from upstairs. I can see a lot underneath me, but also I have the blockade from all of these bulkheads, and I cannot see very good and coordinate my team as I can do it from Perseus. So anyway guys, what do you think? Which one of these ships is better for you? I just love the Perseus and I'm gonna stick with it. For now I'm keeping Tiburon, but in future I do not know, we shall see. Write me down in the comments which ship for you is better, which one would you think that will win on one-on-one in PvE with the good skilled pilots and good crew. And overall, if you like this video, don't hesitate to subscribe, like and share. Until next video, have fun out there my fellow citizens.